This video is going to be my test drive on this pen from Pentel. I don't know what the actual name of it is. You can see that the barrel of the pen reads Brush Sign Pen Artist. So that's why I'm showing you the actual pen. You can see that it has a brush tip. What you might not be able to see in this image is that those are individual hairs. It's an actual brush, and it is very fine. I'll have more to say about this as we go into the video. This is a test that I did using inspiration photos from the Sketchy app. I'm doing this all very quickly, and there's no time to ask those people permission to actually show their images in this video. If you want to see the photos that I'm drawing from, you'll have to go to the Sketchy app and my profile and click on the individual sketches to see the related photo. What I'm interested in showing you today is the fun way in which this brush pen works for quick sketching. I'm recording this at my desktop, and I have a new drive in my Drobo that is very noisy, so you may hear some background gurgling noises as it crunches and tries to keep up with me. So I apologize for that, but I can't think of a way around it except to take time I don't have and record this separately, so bear with me. The other thing that I want to point out is the way that this tip relates to the other Pentel brushes. So in this next image, you can see that I have taken some Pentel brush pens and put them side by side, and from this you can compare their relative size and get an idea for how large or small the brush I'm going to be talking about actually is. I'm going to be talking about the brush labeled D, which is an orange. The other brushes are A, the Pentel color brush, which has their regular size brush tip on it, B, which is their Pentel dye-based brush with a thin or fine point on it, and C, which is the tip of the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. And then, of course, you see D, the orange pen nib, is the one that I'm actually going to be using. I'm going to be using various colors, but that's what I'm going to be using. And you can see how much more fine it is. It's like an ultra fine. And we'll see what happens when we use that. I've got some pages left in my Hahnemuhle watercolor notebook. It's just a small one, probably 4 by 6 inches or something, for my purse, and I've got just a couple pages in it, and it is December 29th, and I need to make some tracks. Also, I purchased some new brush sign pens. I think they're Pentel. Yep, Pentel. And they have a very thin, my eyes are so bad tonight I can't see over to the computer screen, but they have a very thin brush tip. And I'm going to sketch some stuff really quickly just to move along in this book. It's very fun to, oh, it doesn't look the right color on the screen. I'm just looking over there, so I don't know what it's going to look like. But this is a bright orange. On the screen over there, it looks kind of goldenrod. But this is a bright orange. I don't know. It's funny. It's very, very nice to use this little teeny. It's very, what's the word? It's not springy. Well, I guess that's the wrong thing to say. It is springy, and yet it's very limp. It's so slight that you feel you can't put a whole lot of pressure in it. But yeah, when you do put pressure on it, it comes back. So I think they've done a really nice job in melding these fibers for whatever. I don't know, there's something about this color orange, which you're not seeing, but what I'm seeing on this paper that is really quite fun. It's nice and juicy, so it comes out really quickly and nicely, and man, I like this brush pen. Now, it's a dye-based ink, so if I were to take a water brush to this, it would blend. But I don't want to because I like the strokes. I mean, I'm going to eventually do that, but not with this one. So I'll do another one. But like I said, I'm going to do a bunch of really quick sketches. Wish I could have gotten the top of this guy's hair, but I have no idea how long they will last as far as feeding new ink out. But man, oh man, look at that. Can you see that? Isn't that fun? Eee. I was watching a video, which I recommended on Facebook, some guy that draws from imagination, and I saw him using something that had this really thin brush tip, and I had to run over to Wet Paint, which, you know, is my favorite independent art supply store. And when I got over there, Liz Carlson was on duty, and I said, hey, I said, what's the thinnest brush tip pen you've got? I just saw one with black ink, and I explained what I'd seen and blah, blah, blah. And she says, well, she said, I don't know if it's the right one, but we have this sign pen, and the sign pen, they make another sign pen that has a solid tip. So I said, no, not the one with a solid tip. And she says, no, this one doesn't have a solid tip. And so then she ran over to the other counter, and I followed her, and we're just running all around the store. And of course, you know, it's the holiday rush, so people wonder what we're doing. And then she shows me this, and I almost passed out. I mean, wow, how incredibly fun, right? So this is another reason that you support your local art supply store, because you can run in there in an afternoon, and another artist like Liz, who's watching what's coming in, can show you exactly where the item you want is. And also, if they hadn't been able, if they didn't have it, I know that they would have tried to get it for me. I am really happy with this. Like I said, it's looking much more goldenrod. I don't know how it's recording, but on my screen, through my eyes at the end of the day, it's looking very goldenrodish. But so maybe I won't like it when I scan it, and my eyes are really tired today and I can't see very well. So we'll see what it looks like after I get that all done, but this is great. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so I would say that it's very flexible tip, but it's very springy because you can put little light pressure on it, but if you put more pressure, it comes right back. So I guess that's the best way to describe it. I, quite frankly, could sit here. Sorry, I bumped this. I could quite frankly sit here for an unlimited amount of time and make stipple. Was it one of my students, one of my blog readers, I can't remember now exactly who it was, wrote in and said I had convinced them that stipple was fun based on one of my drawings that I had posted last month or something. Oh, now this is also a nice paper for this. It's probably not going to work this nicely in a lot of different papers, and I'm not going to test it on other papers right now. I'm only going to use it on this paper. So I'll write more about it. But oh, holy cow! That's nice. Because now you can do a whole lot of different kinds of shading. Okay. What is that? That's 13 minutes. Not bad. That's a lot of fun. I got some other colors. I got this goldenrod color, which is sort of a umber, maybe a yellow ochre. I have purchased a black one as well. Look at that, folks. Look at those tiny, tiny little lines. Look at that. Oof, 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 oof. Sorry if I reached across there. Sky blue, because who doesn't like cyan blue? Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. And gray. For a lot of applications, I'm thinking. So, that's that one. I'm going to find another photo reference and continue. This time I'm going to use that ochre color. We'll see what happens. I wonder if I should turn it this way. I got kind of a big face to do. No, we'll just do it this way and what the heck. How nice and juicy that is. I don't know if you can see how wet that is. That is, again, this might be a resistant paper in the sense that it might float stuff on the paper for a little bit. Fudged up the nose and the eye shape there. That's okay. Oh, I'm going to miss the best part. It's this hair up here. Look at that. See how fun that is to do the hair with this? It's really gone off on the distortion side because of the line in the page, but we will soldier on. I am just, what I really, of course, wanted to do with this was the mustache. So we're okay on that. This should go up much higher. Lovely hairdo that I'm not catching at all. Look at those fine little lines you can make. So wonderful. Different value there for the lip. Love it. Yeah, folks. Isn't that fun? Yum, yum, yum. I think that people who are calligraphy artists would also love this pen because you could go ahead and do some fun things with it. Ooh. Where's that coming from? Have to squint. 7:54. So that's a lot less time on that one because I had to take some time off to find it. Okay. I like the orange color. Well, maybe I like this one better. I don't know. I just would have liked it if I hadn't been over the gutter of the book, I think. Put those little fine hairs you can do. Hey, it's so lovely. it's so lovely. Now let's put in some. He's shaved pretty tightly and cleanly, but there's a little bit of a shadow there, so I'm going to do that. I'm whispering, you might not be able to hear I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and put in some of these. Okay, there's a little there. Okay. Here we go with the blue. I don't usually put in the little eyelashes, but heck, with this pen, it doesn't look abnormal. That should have been shorter up here. This looks much more sort of royal blue on the screen, but this is in person is a very cyan blue. If you like to do comics and stuff, it's probably not going to be non-photo blue, but it will be. a nice blue that you'll enjoy working with. Some lovely white hairs in here, or gray hairs. Darker in the center. Lovely beard. If you're layering it on top, it's a little bit darker when you lay it on top, so you can build it up a little bit. I've been having trouble with my allergies lately, and there might be a slight smell to this, but it's nothing that's giving me a headache. So. These pens are really beyond fun. Look at those nice thin lines. That is really fun. if I want them. It's going to be hard for me to stop and use water on one of these because I just like the lines that this pen makes so much. Yeah, I think if you're someone who likes to crosshatch, my hand isn't getting tired at all. If you're someone who likes to crosshatch with light pressure and stuff, that might be another person who would really like these pens. Can't really see what's happening in this ear. Yeah, I think someone might really enjoy crosshatching with these. I hope somebody who sees this and likes to crosshatch, because I don't care to crosshatch, but I hope somebody sees this and goes out and gets one of these pens and crosshatches with it, and then send me a little note, because I would really love to see that. Can see down there. Fun to be had. I'd sing a song if I wasn't challenged musically. These make me very happy. It's kind of weird. He's twisting his neck, and I don't know that I've caught that right. Maybe. And I'm going to leave that. There is shading under the nose here that I need to put in, but I don't think I want to do it with this. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave that way. So this is 12, 29. See how fun it is to write with this pen? Yeah, just like that. Let's do one horizontally and see if I can keep my scale. I'm probably not going to now because it's not. If I do this, then his mouth and the beard and everything I like comes here. I just need a bigger piece of paper. Oh, let's make it really small. The most amazing hair on this model, and I don't know that I'm going to capture it because I need more value variation, I think, than I can get with this, but we'll see. And my tendency would of course be to get lost in all of these squiggles and put in more squiggles and sorry, I'm putting my hand down there, I guess. I'm drawing so small. I'm not gonna get the volume I want with this hair texture. I could, if I were maybe paying a little bit more attention. I certainly have the control to do it with this pen. Stendahl has very pronounced cheekbones, but I think he also has very smooth skin. And if I play up the cheekbones too much, then I lose the smoothness of his skin. So we're gonna err on the side of less is more. yeah, this is a beard and hairdo that really needs to be, for my purposes, needs to be handled with gouache. So, apologies there. This cheek goes up just a little bit there. Yeah, that's the shape of his head. Such a pretty head. Some people really do have the most amazing hair. Yeah, I think I made his face too long in that. Enough, but a fun way to test these pens. Yeah, I'd like to do it, and again, like I said, with gouache. 12, 29, 18, 83. Okay. So I will scan these so that you can see them. Without the distortion of the book folding up. So that's again the Pentel Brush Sign Pen Artist is what it says on here. And this is the gray one. That's a nice gray for sketching. It's light, but you can put in enough darks and stuff. I think this is a good pen. It is dye-based ink, so it's going to be fugitive. And also, It's always going to be water soluble. So if you put water on top of it, I don't have any water here, but if you put water on top of it, you're going to have some problems. I should make this guy's eyes a little darker. Yep. Really fun hair. So, but I think it's a fun sketching tool, and you can see the really fine lines you can have. And I just did 4 really quick sketches, and my hand isn't tired at all because I haven't had to put a weird amount of pressure. And you know, you can just float it with very little pressure, and it just really works. So if you're a calligraphy artist, you might want to look at these. They might be nice for very fine writing, and then also for adding little curlicues. So like if you had big letters, but you want it, and remember I'm not a calligraphy artist, so if you wanted to add little additional thingy bobs, that would be fun. Yeah, this is, oh look at here, this on this paper. Holy moly. Lovely, lovely features. This. Can you see this? Oops, I shifted out here. Seems to get the gesture of this guy better. I don't have any water. Let's see if I can put some water on that little plate. Where got a little plate? Forgot to turn the recording back on as I was doing this. So it's just got some nice skin tone coming up there. I don't know that I'm gonna. So this is something you can do with again, remember, this is going to be fugitive. But still, a little bit too high with his forehead in this one. And dissolve those other colors down there. Anyway, so lots of likeness, but that's some fun stuff too. Stuff to experiment with. This paint down here that I didn't use for about a week because of the holidays. It's probably growing stuff. Color down here. Background. That's kind of fun. This is just a piece of old recycled watercolor paper that was made by Richardson and is no longer made. So I just have a bunch of, back when it was made, I got a bunch of cut sheets. Well, got a bunch of sheets and then I cut it. It's not a kind of paper or anything I can recommend or give you info on because it doesn't exist anymore. That's always the way, isn't it? They changed it and brought out a new sort of version of it. It was not fun. Get for it. It's got a different finish. And here's the thing, I really like that light turquoise, but you know what? I'll go over that with that green. Gotta be heartless sometimes, right? Even though you might lose something you really like. I enjoy this. This is pretty. Doesn't look like him, but I like it. Okie doke. Well, there you go. So I even showed you that you can dissolve it, and it dissolves so nicely. I think there's lots of fun stuff to do with those pens. I don't have any stock in Pentel, but I recommend you give them a try. Just keep in mind that they're not light fast, they're dye based, and they're always going to be water soluble. But you can have some fun. Here they are again. First, the orange portrait. Probably the most fun because I was just getting used to it, used to the pen. There's that really sharp, small stipple. Really nice edges in that beard. Gotta love that. There's that yellow ochre sketch. And here are those very fine hairlines I did for the lip texture, which you can see in this close-up. Of course, there's the blue portrait again. And coming up, we have the two gray versions. I did one in the book and the last one on that extra sheet of watercolor paper. Again, when you're practicing, when you're learning how to use a particular pen tool, don't worry about likeness. My goal today was to draw 4 really quick portraits, and I ended up with 5. And my goal was to turn my mind off and not worry about vision issues. The most important consideration is to have that dialogue between what you're seeing and what you're putting on the page and the paper that you're using and the tool that you're using, and to explore and to push it a little. In just about an hour, I did 5 sketches and I tried 2 different kinds of paper, and I have a real good sense of what I can do with this tool. And so next time I sit down to sketch, I know whether I should pull it out of my bag or not and use it for particular subject matter. So this has been really productive for me. I hope it's been entertaining for you, and I hope you'll think about sketching in color with these fine brush tips.